and that gray area was mentioned at the ARPA committee meeting, again by Mr. Meadows. And, now that's not to get anybody over there upset with me, okay? It's not that I'm against any of the proposals. It's that if there's anything that falls into that gray area, we're coming into a budget, new budget planning, and if there is something that the accountant or the accounting firm partner is saying that's a gray area, I would like for us to be up here and not take a risk and, see how we might be able to accommodate that need maybe in the upcoming budget. Because for instance, as Judge Snow mentioned, if we fund his department, there won't be a need for spending those funds in his budget year. So, I mean, I think haste makes waste. And I'm just trying to do my due diligence so that I'm making an informed decision for all the citizens of Easley.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You do have to understand if these are critical needs. And we've been looking at this since March, when we found out we had money. If we wait until June, when you approve a budget to get these items, you're looking at another 3 to 4 months before they can ever get them done. And I don't know what impact it's going to be on you if you wait, because you're looking at then October before you ever get them done.
I just know what the accounting firm, Mr. Meadows said, and it was confirmed again in a memo today, that it's a gray area.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I just believe that certainly, like other things that can be done with the budget, I'm certain that we can accommodate that area which I'm not identifying. And I think it can be done. But as I said, the accountant identified a gray area, and that's my point.
Mayor, if I may,
Yeah.
I have a few comments, I think, maybe up there. I think as your administrator, your city administrator, I'm trying to be prudent in what I'm recommending to council and trying to be responsible. And I do think that it would not be responsible for us to basically start on a project on the IT system in fire and courts and leave out police when all 3 of these systems are integrated and they're dependent upon one another. While we have the folks in here, they can look at all 3 of these systems and we can make decisions in a comprehensive manner about the IT systems rather than trying to make systems in a silo. And when you are doing this in a silo, you miss things. And so having these systems basically fully integrated, working together is very important for us to do. I think the other part is that all 3 of the projects that you've heard here this evening are time sensitive, and they are critical. These are public safety needs, and this is the 4th time that these needs have been expressed in one form or another. And so it is important. I feel like it's important we move forward with these. I think the other chunk that is represented in this ordinance is the $10 million that our auditor, our CPA, basically said what you guys really ought to be doing is basically declaring $10 million as lost revenue and moving that into your general fund. So that was a recommendation by our auditor, and also that was reviewed by our attorney. And so he's received information that he can't see any reason why would not move to declare the 10 million as lost revenue, so that we can get as much flexibility in the use of those funds as we possibly can. I think those are some of the things that it's very important for us to consider this evening on this first reading. So, Mayor, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Very well, Mr. Baldwin. So we have 5.3 million in the ARPA account
Yes, sir.
approximately, and we're going to transfer 5 million of that to the general fund,
Yes, sir.
which would leave about $300,000 in the ARPA account.
Exactly 317,969.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then out of the 5 million that we're transferring into the general fund, we're going to spend $623,894.
Correct.
So that's reducing that 5 million by that 623,894.
It would be after it's transferred. Yes, sir.
I haven't done the math on subtracting that, but that's coming out of that.
Yes, sir.
And in one of your emails to us, Mr. Baldwin, you said that you were recommending, or the city would declare 5 million in the general fund only to be spent on projects approved by city council.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if that wording appears in the ordinance that city council, specifically with the city council, vote to approve whatever is